November 2026. That's when Rockstar is finally dropping GTA 6, and if you thought the wait was brutal, wait until you see what's coming before then. We've got a James Bond game from the Hitman devs, a vampire RPG from the team behind The Witcher 3, and Wolverine slashing through enemies with his adamantium claws. I'm breaking down the 10 biggest releases coming in 2025 and 2026 that you actually need to know about. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button for Pulse Gaming and check the description for affiliate links to support the channel. Valor Mortis is a first-person Souls-like from One More Level, the team behind Ghost Runner. Coming in 2026 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. You're William, a soldier from Napoleon's army, resurrected in plague-ridden 19th century Europe. Your former allies have been corrupted into monsters, and you've got to fight them using the same supernatural substance that transformed them. The combat combines Ghost Runner's precision with dual-wielding weapons and special abilities. One More Level's playtest saw 515,000 player deaths, so expect a serious challenge. Cairn releases January 29, 2026, for PlayStation 5 and PC at $29.99. This is from The Game Bakers, the studio behind Fury. It's a survival climbing game where you control each limb individually while scaling Mount Kami, a peak no one has conquered. Between climbs, you're foraging, managing injuries, and setting up camps. The demo's been praised for how tense it feels because every decision matters. One wrong move and you're falling. It's about 15 hours of gameplay with a strong narrative about obsession and sacrifice. Slay the Spire 2 hits early access in March 2026 on PC, Mac, and Steam Deck. The original defined the roguelike deck builder genre, so expectations are massive. The sequel brings back Ironclad and the Silent, but 1,000 years have passed and everything's different. New characters include the Necrobinder, a lich who fights alongside a reanimated hand. Megacrit is adding alternate acts, meaning each act has two possible versions for better replayability. They delayed from 2025 to polish it properly, and if it's anything like the first game, it'll be worth the wait. Outward 2 launches summer 2026 for PC. You're not a hero, just an ordinary adventurer trying to survive in the harsh world of Arai. The big addition is a full seasonal cycle that changes gameplay. Frozen rivers become traversable in winter, merchants relocate, and different regions have unique weather hazards. When you get knocked out in combat, you don't respawn. You might wake up robbed, saved by a stranger, or worse. The game supports split-screen and online co-op, so you can tackle Arai with a friend. The Blood of Dawnwalker releases in 2026 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. This is from Rebel Wolves, co-founded by the director of The Witcher 3. You play as Cohen, a Dawnwalker who's human during the day and a vampire at night. You've got 30 days and 30 nights to save your family from a centuries-old vampire. The day-night cycle completely changes how you approach quests. As a human, you're vulnerable but blend in. As a vampire, you've got powers but you're marked as a monster. Time is a resource, and you can't do everything in 30 days. Light No Fire is Hello Games' follow-up to No Man's Sky, expected late 2025 or 2026. Instead of billions of planets, this takes place on a single planet the size of Earth. The entire thing is procedurally generated, with diverse biomes and persistent settlements. You can explore mountains, forests, deserts, and oceans with no loading screens. It supports multiplayer with persistent structures, so settlements you build stay in the world for others to discover. Hello Games is keeping the marketing cycle short this time, learning from No Man's Sky's launch. When it finally drops, it'll likely be PC first with console versions later. 007 First Light launches March 27, 2026 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2. This is IO Interactive's James Bond origin story. You're playing a 26-year-old Bond fresh out of the Royal Navy, recruited by MI6. He's talented but reckless. The game takes inspiration from Hitman, but with more forward momentum. Bond isn't trying to be completely undetected. He's tactical, but he'll fight his way out when needed. One unique mechanic is the license to kill system. You can only use lethal force if an enemy tries to kill you first. The gameplay reveal showed stealth infiltration, gadgets, car chases, and a skydiving sequence where Bond fights enemies mid-air. If you've been waiting for a proper Bond game since GoldenEye, this is it. Crimson Desert releases March 19, 2026 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, PC, and Mac. Pearl Abyss built this as a standalone single-player action-adventure game. You play as Cliff, leader of mercenaries, fighting against the evil threatening the continent of Pywell. The combat looks spectacular, with combo-heavy melee, horseback combat, and boss fights against mechanical dragons and giant monsters. Pywell is a massive open world with varied environments. You'll encounter multiple factions, mythical creatures, and arcane forces. The game also features cooking, fishing, rock climbing, and puzzles. Pre-orders are live with exclusive bonuses. If you want a massive open-world RPG with visceral combat, it's less than 3 months away. Marvel's Wolverine releases Fall 2026 exclusively for PlayStation 5. Insomniac Games confirmed this during the September 2025 State of Play. And the gameplay trailer was brutal. Logan is hunting down secrets from his past, tearing through enemies with his claws. This isn't Spider-Man with claws. Insomniac stressed that Wolverine plays differently, with combat designed around his healing factor and close-range brutality. The game is darker and more violent than anything they've done before. The story takes Wolverine across the Canadian wilderness, Tokyo, and Madripoor. He's dealing with enemies like the Reavers and facing threats like Omega Red and giant sentinels. The game shares continuity with Insomniac's Spider-Man games, but tells a standalone story. After Spider-Man 2, expectations are sky-high. Grand Theft Auto 6 releases November 19, 2026 for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS. The game was originally set for Fall 2025, then May 2026, and now November. Rockstar needs the extra time for polish. GTA 6 is set in Leonida, home to Vice City and surrounding areas. It's the biggest evolution of the series, featuring dual protagonists, Jason and Lucia. The first trailer broke records, with 93 million views in 24 hours and has now surpassed 268 million views. Industry analysts project GTA 6 will sell 40 million copies in its first year and earn $3.2 billion, doubling GTA 5's record-breaking launch. Some publishers are already rescheduling their games to avoid competing. That's how massive this is. The PC version will likely arrive in 2027, November 19th, 2026. Mark your calendar. So there you have it, 10 games that are going to define 2025 and 2026. From Bond's first mission to Wolverine's brutal rampage to the long-awaited return to Vice City, the next year is stacked. Which game are you most hyped for? Drop a comment below. And if you're planning to grab any of these, use the affiliate links in the description to support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to Pulse Gaming and hit that notification bell. I'll see you in the next video.